Hey everyone, welcome to Automation and also welcome to 2022. Today we're going to be making a Bugo 4.2, the automation version, monster truck because they've added some wheel differences and such that we can use to our advantage. The problem is that the Bugo does not work very well as a monster truck, and I will explain why in a bit. Some bodies are great for this one is not, but we're doing it anyways because why not start off the year with some typical Bugo/Yugo goodness. It's a new year, so why not treat yourself to some Bugo merchandise? There are stickers available on my website, automotiveflux.com. I am still selling them. I still have quite a few, so if you want one, please hit me up there. The discount code has expired, but they are $5 US with free shipping around the world. So yeah, check it out. So the basic plan today is to take this plain old, plain and simple, I just said plain twice, Bugo, and we're going back to the basics. Back to the chassis because I want to see how high we can get this. First of all, it's McPherson on the front and semi-trailing arm on the rear. In terms of height, we can only go up this high with that setup, so obviously something's going to have to change. I'm going to go I'm going to go coil suspension in the front and the back with our monocoque chassis, and I want to see what that'll let us get up to about there. Not too bad, actually, not too bad. So there's a full-on off-road preset. I actually, when I'm making off-road vehicles in this game, I like going normal and then using the top ride height as kind of a base. But as you can see, the bars here are, well, this is a little bit off. Keep in mind this thing is front-wheel drive, so I'm going to totally ruin it by making the wheels as big as they can be in the back and then probably smaller in the front. 600 is as big as we can get on this thing, unfortunately. You know what? I'm going a different route. I figure that if we're going to make this into a Bugo-style monster truck, then thin wheels are the way to go. Instead of going for the thick boy stuff, which would look like this, basically double the width, more than double the width, I feel like this with the massive offset is actually just a better call overall, and very much Bugo-like. So here we go, Bugo off-road. Let's take this thing into beamng. I'm going to make a few more small tweaks, but beamng is where this is going to shine. Let's take this thing off-road. Alright, so here is the Bugo in Containerland. This is the industrial park, and the reason I've come to Containerland is because this car has 30 horsepower. I did modify the gearing a little bit, but we are not going to be able to do most regular off-road obstacles. The reason that the wheels are thin and why that's kind of good for us is because that means that we can actually move them. Heavier wheels are not going to work out. You'll also notice that I've done a little bit of modification in the sense that there is now a lockable front diff. I thought that that was going to be necessary in order to have any fun, but I mean, it's a really, really cheap car. I gave it 4 speeds as well. It's not a 3-speed anymore, although I probably should have made it a manual. That would have made things a little bit easier. We do have lower gears, so I'm going to use them. Although maybe we'll need the higher gears for some of these obstacles. But yeah, it's still front-wheel drive. It's still a Bugo at heart. It's just taller and with thinner wheels. And honestly, this would be a lot of fun. Like in real life, if you had a really crappy Yugo or something, and you wanted to just slap big wheels on it, this is sort of the same thing that you would be doing, I would assume. Just drive around and smash into stuff. At that point, who cares? Oh, it almost flips every time I go over one of these container things. It's actually not as soft in the suspension as maybe it could be, but overall, it's not actually that bad. It's pretty decent. So my goal today is to attempt to do one sort of lap of Containerland. That being said, I don't feel super strongly that that's actually going to happen. So I'm going to lock the diff, and we're going to continue to get beached on this orange container, I guess. Or we're actually going to do what all of the proper off-roaders do, which is turn around it because who cares. Maybe we'll have better luck on this massively tall obstacle. Again, as long as we don't get high-centered, then we'll be fine. Although that is a common issue for this car. If the front wheels leave the ground, then we have nothing to keep us going. Rear wheel drive is almost a little bit better in these situations. Okay, I'm gonna stick it out in first, and we're gonna hope Come on. That angle is not helping me at all here. Not even close. Okay, I'm gonna do what is called a different angle of attack. You can see that there is a lot of stuff going on here, but this is my chosen obstacle for today. If I can't do this, how the heck am I gonna do the rest of that stuff? Okay, so the idea is we back up, probably don't even need to be in reverse there, and then give it the beans going straight. Even with the lock diff, we still slide. It's just, man. It's vibrating like crazy. Oh man, I forgot. The OG Bugo has a ridiculously vibrating rear end, and the reason for that is just because the material is so cheap. At least that's my reasoning. Okay, there actually are some water hazards on this map as well, so you have to run through the muck a few times. Remember what I said about some off-road obstacles being a little bit too hardcore for this car? Apparently that's pretty much every obstacle, as this engine has no torque. Maybe we can make it up this one? We need a good run-up though, and it's just not happening. Okay, I'm going to take it a little bit easier and go over this side piece here. A little bit of a bump. Oh yeah, okay, this is actually doable. Thank goodness we will pass at least part of the course. And this bump on the end. Oh, easy. Easy. Now there are a few actual time trials here, but yeah, I don't feel strong enough to do that. Let's just do the basics. So I told you that I redid the gearing a little bit, and I added that lock diff. But something that's interesting is that because of these tires, and just because of the, I guess, size that they are, our top speed has lowered to 70 kilometers an hour. That's all we can do in this car. So yeah, apparently, actually let me turn off that lock diff right now. We might be able to get a little bit better handling without it on. But apparently big wheels just make this car objectively worse, which is you know what, who cares? At least in metrics it's worse, in fun factor it's better. Much better. Okay, okay, okay. You can see I locked the rear diff again, and no! So close. Okay, I'm going up this one instead. If you can't go up one way, just go the alternate route, and just barely enough power to do that. Goodness. Off this, perhaps? Yes. No. Yes! It lives. So we might not be able to find success in the actual course, but perhaps if we are in this small dirt pile outside of the outside of the course, maybe we can find some success. I really should have made this four-wheel drive. I'm very much regretting that. But oh, come on. No, the one wheel is stuck. If I've learned anything from SnowRunner, it's that you can just gun your way out of anything. Apparently I've been playing SnowRunner wrong this entire time. But that also means that we are straight up stuck in this mud pit here, or rock pit I should say. And no obstacle is safe from the Bugo. None. Okay, this is a Bugo I made a long time ago. You can see it's very similar, except it's more off-road prepped. This one is actually four-wheel drive, and I figured that in order to give a bit of a comparison between what a four-wheel drive Bugo is like and what a rear-wheel drive Bugo is like, that I would show you them. Looking at this one, I realized that I made a mistake on the rear lights on the previous edition of this. So if you downloaded the Bugo 4.2 from the Discord, then you actually have the wrong rear lights, at least compared to the normal Bugos. So apologies in advance for that. But it's alright. Maybe it's just a manufacturing error on the factory's part. Let's get into actually running this thing though. This one is manual, four-wheel drive. We're in high, and yeah, it's in four-wheel drive. The off-road tires on the old version of the game, which is what this is from, are not exactly meaty, but having the ability to go into low range and having four-wheel drive does give this one a significant advantage. I also think that this is the stock engine, and it looks like it might be completely stock suspension too, which is a little jank. Also, I've managed to break something because one wheel is turning not quite right there. This Bugo might even be the 25 horsepower variant, but just because it has four-wheel drive and also the manual lets me go down into first, Oh, never mind. Apparently four-wheel drive is not what helps us here. Okay, up we go again. This time, hold it in first. And low range. Yeah, low range is what does it. We need low range. Would you go in an off-roading expedition if it was just Yugos? Like, I think I would, honestly. I think that'd be a ton of fun. You'd need at least one winch per Yugo, but it could be a lot of fun just trying to pull people out of different small obstacles, little rocks and things that they get stuck on. Okay, this is an absolute wall of death here, but even in second gear, low range, almost all the way up, my goodness. And back to the old GIMP, or the new GIMPed version, I should say. Yeah, you know what, guys? It's been a good first day to the year, I think. It definitely something where it's just a good day to relax. Things have not been the greatest in 2021. There's definitely been a few, just a few small things going on, just a couple things in the world and also in my personal life, and I'm sure that everybody is struggling with something. But we can hope all together that this year, 2022, will be a difference maker, that good things will happen. Obviously, some good stuff happened in 2021, and we can't focus completely on the bad, but I don't know, man. 2021 was pretty rough, and I'm hoping that 2022, things can come back at least a little bit. Like in 2021, I lost my job that I've had for 2.5 years, and now 2022, I mean, I actually got a job in 2021, but the virus has delayed my starting date in 2022 because people are having to work from home, and obviously that complicates things. It's just like, anytime something is kind of going right, always something happens that turns it around a little bit. But I think that's sort of just the nature of human life. Like, you gotta find something that brings you through all of that, whether it be family, friends, not material possessions, but like lasting relationships are usually what does it. I'd like to think that I have a pretty good relationship with you guys. I'm talking to you as a community in general, as my community, I guess. People who watch this channel, people who are interested in the stuff that I make. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you sticking around for the last few years. I think this channel's only been successful since maybe 2019, 2018. It's only been a few years of moderate success, and during that time there have been people who have been consistently supporting me throughout, and I appreciate all of you, and you really do make things a lot happier on my end. So yeah, thanks guys. I totally get it if you got stuff going on though. Not trying to guilt trip you into sticking around if you don't want to. That's how things work. That's how it works with any community. But anytime you want to be back here with me, Bugo's still here for you. And obviously my community channels and stuff are too. So I'm just going to shout those out now for the first time this year. Obviously you should follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and yeah, subscribe to this channel and like this video if you liked it. I will see you guys again soon with some more stuff. It is Saturday, so 1 week you'll be getting some more videos, and maybe I won't take that stream break after all. Maybe I'll stream something else, just because of this delay in my work start. I was initially intending on starting this week, so we'll see. We will definitely see. But more Bugo coming up this year, more automation stuff, more quad turbos. I'll see you again soon. And with that, I'd also like to thank the consistentors, which are the advanced supporters and supporters, respectively. I'm running out of things that rhyme with tours. So we have Overlord, QT Bear, Terry Williams, J.A. Pope, Davis Heister, The German Dude, Mickey K1, Sleep64, Childish Sin, Jug MBH, Antisocial, Jared, Goofy, and Badger. All of you, I appreciate your support on these videos and on this channel, continuing as we go into 2022. I keep saying this, but I'm shocked that some of you are already supporting for over 2 years. That's insane to me, but it makes a big difference. It really does. I'm thankful for you guys. Hopefully we can have some sort of supporter-only event soon, but that's going to need a lot more support. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll see you again in the next video.